What's happening, people? Welcome to tonight's player ratings. Manchester United 3, Sheffield United 0. Comfortable win. Tony Martial with a hat-trick. We're still on a buzz from it. Great performances all over the pitch, apart from De Gea, who didn't have to do a thing. We didn't even need a keeper today. But yeah, let's jump straight into the player ratings. I think we're going to have some sky-high ones today. We'll start with you, Saeed. David De Gea.
Simple and easy, mate. I give him standard 7. Didn't really do anything in the game. Nothing. Nobody can surely say David De Gea this, David De Gea that. I'm just going to keep it simple, 7.
Adam?
5.
Yeah, I'm with Adam. Adam.
5. Didn't do anything.
Please treat.
You even need to take a goal kick. Like, it was one of them. But I don't think he did anything. And it's no disrespect to him. He just could have just chilled on the post and had a fag.
He did. Yeah, he's sunbathing, mate.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's move it on to and let's start picking up the pace then. Bissaka, Adam, got an assist. Was that it today?
Yeah, man. To be honest, he didn't have to do much at the back either, did he, today? So we had to look at more of what he was doing going forward. And like you said, he got an assist today. He sort of was a little bit more proactive going forward, and he's got. We spoke about in the fan cam. He's going to get a little bit better and a little bit better each time. But with players like we've said, that attacking lineup, he's only going to improve even more. I'd give Bissaka a 7 today. Good assist and more productive going forward. No issue with him at the back. He's obviously rock solid as usual. And no shots on target. You got to put that down to the defence. He's part of that.
So 7, you said, yeah? Sorry,
yeah, 7. Sorry, yeah, 7.
Yeah. Saeed, I agree with what Adam's saying there. He was solid. He was up and down. He got his assist. 7.
I'm gonna go a bit higher, mate. I'm gonna go 8, mate. For me, he's the best right back in the league. For me, easy, hands down, best right back in the league. Don't talk to me. He can attack and defend. You'll only see the best of him when he's got a proper right winger in front of him. And I don't no respect to Daniel James, but when he's got Greenwood ahead of him, you will see the best of Thingy. He's got 2 assists in the last dozen games. That's class for me as a right back. You know what I mean? So for me, he gets an 8 today, an assist and a solid performance, quality.
Okay. Into the centre backs, Harry Maguire.
Who we go with? My guy, Harry Beckenbauer.
Yeah,
Harry Beckenbauer.
Your favourite, so you can have him.
That's it, Maverick, mate. All his nonsense about, is he worth it and all that, mate. Nonsense today. Marshalled the defence today well. Didn't have to much to do. I put my hand up there. Didn't have to much to do, but still solid. I don't know if you heard what he said to Shaw. You get me? I don't want to say it again, but there's a lot to be desired and there's a lot to be thankful about Harry Maguire. For me, he gets solid 7 today. Brilliant today.
Adam, do you agree with that?
Yeah, I think Maguire today just did what a commanding centre-back does. No issues at all, never looked rushed, never looked in trouble, commanded, communicated well with the back line. Just a straightforward 7 for me for Maguire today. Just wasn't troubled enough and dealt with everything that came his way. Dominant in the air again, strong. And like you said, leading from the back. He's the one who starts the moves off. He pretty much started everything. And then with Matic in front of him and Pogba to play with, he's even better. But yeah, for Maguire today, again, the back line's pretty much all pretty flat line, really, because he didn't have much to do. But yeah, 7.
Yeah, well, to be fair, to quicken it up a bit, I mean, I was going to say, is Lindelof echoing that a 7? Luke Shaw, would you go with 7 as well?
Contrary to some belief on certain other videos, yeah, Luke Shaw, I didn't think he had a bad game. I didn't think he was bad at all. I'll be honest. I thought he was as good as the other defenders, me. And yeah, going forward, like we said, we're expecting a little bit more now from Bissaka and Luke Shaw, both equally the same going forward, because we've got them players like we're going to discuss in a minute. If we're going to control games, if we're getting 60-odd% possession, we're going to be looking at these guys doing more attacking and what they do in the final third rather than at the back a lot of the time now. That's what, especially in the games to come. So I think they'll be unfairly criticised going forward because, you know what, I look at them as defenders first. And until something happens like it did against Spurs, and you know what I mean, that they've been defensively sound. We're right up there in one of the best defences. So I think I'd give Luke Shaw the same again. I'd give him a 7, to be honest.
Okay, so on the basis of that, I'd grant Saeed with the W, then giving Bissaka an 8 because he did get the assist, so he can get one, and then the rest can get a 7. That's fair.
Yeah.
I think so.
I just
Yeah,
want to say
all right.
though, I just want to say with Shaw that the only thing that I'm worried about is his positioning, and it's been a lot said. You know, I mean, Tottenham.
I think his fitness needs to keep. I think his fitness is going to play a factor in that as well. I think if he gets fitter, and like you said, then as well, Si, it all depends because Rashford did track back and did do some more defensive work tonight as well for him as well. I do know what you mean by that. I think he will get it in more games, Shaw.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving into midfield, Saeed, your boy Matic.
My new boy Matic, you get me? For me, he gets a 9 today. He gets a 9 for me. For me, you know what I mean? It's unbelievable. The Colossus, I call him Colossus today. He was there shielding every ball, marshalling every ball, you know what I mean? Shout out to Ricky, marshalling every ball. You know what I mean? Defending everything he could do. It was almost like a zone and you couldn't get past him. You know what I mean? Sheffield had no answers. They had 3 in the midfield, but they couldn't get near him. I told you again, his half turn is unbelievable. Just the way he half turns it, passes it into play. He did everything right today. I couldn't criticize one thing that he did today. And when he does that, then I can't complain. So for me, he gets a 9, just below. And you know where this is going then. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I will get to that bit. Adam, I can't disagree with anything Saeed just said there.
No, he's bordering on flawless today. He's bordering on flawless Matic today. I remember, mate. I can remember going back to the City game when we were watching it, mate, together, and he was surrounded by about 3 or 4 in a tight situation.
Yeah.
And he did that again today. He's so calm on the ball. This is what a lot of other players. This is what a Fred and a McTominay can learn from Matic. He's our most experienced player. People need to remember that he's seen it all, done it all. He ain't going to get ruffled by a no atmosphere friendly type game against Sheffield United. He's doing this
Might suit him.
Yeah, he's doing this in our arch rivals' back door of one of the best teams that the Premier League's ever seen. So, you know what I mean? He's on another level in terms of that holding midfield role and the control he's got on the ball. Like I said in the fan cam before, you could throw a ball at him in a situation, you're confident. You know that he's going to do something with it and you're not really worried. And that's spreading through the team. If it builds from the back, then he starts it off. A bit like what Ricky said, he is the start of a lot of moves. Won't go as far as what Ricky has. But, 9. No, totally agree with Saeed. 9.
Let's get. I think this bit could be interesting, actually, because both of these next 2 players have obviously played very well. But Matic has got a 9. It'll be interesting to see how they compare to him. Adam, I'll stay with you. Paul Pogba.
Pogba today, I think he wasn't in sort of the league of Matic in terms of him doing his job. But in the second half, Pogba definitely stepped up a gear.
Just to let you know a little stat, he created the most chances today.
Yeah, this is it. Especially in that second half, I thought going forward. You can see what he's doing, and you can see the other players thriving off it. And that's how I sort of judge players sometimes. It may not be he gives the ball away. The stats are not saying it looks like he's had a bad game. I look at the influence the player has on other players as well. You can go into it deeper. And Martial, Rashford, and Greenwood, they come alive. They come alive when Pogba gets on the ball. So Pogba today for me, he gets an 8 for me today. He does. Yep. He was bordering a 7, but second half and that run. That run when he sold, I think he sold I can't remember, was it the
hot dog?
The hot dog. The Berg guy and then Jagielka completely up, sent him for an ice cream, mate. He did.
He controls me. Nearly sent Jagielka into retirement, I tell you.
He should be gone now, mate.
Yeah, a solid 8 from Adam there. Same thing.
Yeah, I concur with that. You know what I mean? I thought, you know what I mean? Like you said, there, brilliant performance. The swagger's back from Pogba. He was confident. You know what I mean? How can you be out for that long and still come into a game and still have that confidence? He just ran the show for me today. He showed his class above everyone else, and we're going to have to bear the fruits to this for the end of the season. I'm just glad we've got Pogba. But all these people that we're talking about, you know what I mean, sell him on. He makes Man United better. Without Paul Pogba, as much as Bruno Fernandes makes a difference, Pogba raises it from there to there. So for me, 8.
Cool. Staying with you, side Bruno.
For me, he gets another 8. Another 8 for me, Bruno. I don't know if you see that goal, the third goal, but he does a little flick.
Brilliant.
That gives it, you know what I mean?
Into Martial, yeah.
This is what I mean. I seen a lot. I seen it on the Twitter timeline, and I know Twitter timeline can be fickle and whatnot. But there were people saying, "Oh, it's misplacing passes," and I'm like, "Do you not want that though?" We've been crying out for them kind of passes. We've been crying out for someone to just take the ball and put it into the right areas and do. I'd rather do that honestly 100 times. But if we score 2 goals at the end of it and we win the game, I'm happy. So for me, he does the right things right. He might do the odd pass at match straight away, but his intention and his kind of forward thinking and his positivity is honestly, it's unbelievable, and I love it. And for me, that's why he gets 8 today. He was influential again today in most of the goals.
Yeah, Adam, where do you stand on that notion of a player like Bruno will probably give the ball away quite a lot because he's always trying to make things happen because that's his style, versus the percentage, you know, well, if you can't make it and get it through that gap, then don't try, keep hold of it. Where do you stand with that?
No, I'd say there's a lot of players in this team that, well, Ferguson wouldn't go near. Bruno Fernandes will be straight into Ferguson's team. Bruno Fernandes is that one. You know what? It always takes me back, mate. And you can throw all the stats that you want at me. But I remember a famous quote from Robin van Persie. He said at half time, he said, we came in, we were getting beat. And he said, Ferguson's team talk was do something different. Just go out, play a 60-yard pass that's not on. Try and take a few players on. Go and do something different. Make something happen. This is what this player does. This is what Bruno Fernandes is. He drives the team. He makes the team play faster. You know what I mean, mate? He's not one to play a side pass. He doesn't, mate. You know exactly that. He'll track back. He'll close down further up the field. He won some balls back in their half today as well. And like Saeed said, the flicks, the touches that speed up play. He'll play a ball 2 yards in front of a man, and someone may say, "Oh, that's misplaced." No, it's moving a player on. It's making it play quicker. You've got to look at it. It's influence with me. He's influencing a game, and today he was a massive influence on our forward play, and the interchange. I say it's getting better and better. Give Rashford a few more games involved. Martial's already benefiting from it, and it's frightening what's coming forward, mate. It really is, because he's going to make other players easily eight.
Cool. Staying with you, Adam. Marcus Rashford.
Rashford today, you could say it was I'd probably give him a 7 today because he missed the chances as a striker, but I can't believe when you said to me that Ricky said his passing was shocking today. I think Ricky needs to do a thread back and not just pick out the bad bits, because Rashford's passing today was on. There was a chance in that. It went completely unnoticed, but a long ball went over to the left-hand wing in the second half, and he back-heeled it right. I'm sure it was into the path of Luke Shaw. Instantly out of the air, back-heeled it into his path. And his passing today, he played Shaw in a few times. He obviously set Martial's up, got 2 assists. How can you be saying your passing's garbage when you've got 2 assists? And you know what? People are going to say, oh, he's just lashed it. He's lashed it into the box. Well, I'll tell you what, here's one for Ricky anyway. The one man who did that all the time was a Mr. Antonio Valencia. Mr. Wonderful best right back to ever play for United, Ricky said. And you know what? There's the link up that I was saying before in my fan cam, Martial and Rashford. Rashford, the only way you can play that ball in is by hitting it hard. It's then up to his partner to anticipate where it's going. And Martial got it down to a T. Perfect position, attacks it aggressively. No messing, mate. I don't see where. I'm only giving Rashford a 7. Everyone knows how much I love him because he missed 2 sitters, mate. I'll be honest. He missed 2 sitters.
I don't know how he hasn't scored that.
I don't know.
I think in the context of the game, especially if you miss 2 chances like that, can you still keep your mind thinking, still getting good positions? And he did that and got 2 assists. Sorry
to go on again. I know it'll drag on sometimes, but it's just that moment.
No, you don't.
I think 2 minutes after he missed that glorious chance, he was chasing back. He blocked a shot. You know what? He was right back there with Luke Shaw. Blocked a shot, megged the player, took it down the line, and won as a free kick and just stalled Sheffield United's momentum.
Very honest player. Always works.
You know what? He'll go unnoticed. Mate. But
a solid 7 from Adam there. I can see why he went with a 7 and not an 8. I think if he had a goal or 2 there, he would have got his number up there. Saeed, do you agree with a 7?
Yeah, I just want to say before that, I can't wait till the Sunday show. Ricky and Adam going at Rashford.
Oh, mate, we've been on.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that, you know what I mean? Normally, I wouldn't give, if someone gave 2 assists, I was thinking more of an 8, but can we do 7.5? I want to give 7.5. We'll give it 7.5.
I've kind of stopped you from doing these 0.5s before.
Come on, just one time only, one time.
All right, for the purpose of Marcus Rashford kind of having a black and white game, I'll let
You're gonna have to decide it then, Flex. You're gonna have to decide that one out. Where does it go?
8. Come on. I think 7.5 is right.
I'll give him a 7.5 then. I was comfortable, but I was comfortable with 7. I was with you, Adam, but I like it. He's got 2 assists and there was only 3 goals scored, so he scored 2/3 of the goals. He's assisted 2/3 of the goals, so fair play to him. But it should really be a 7. It should really be a 7.
Yeah.
But for the purpose of the video, we'll go 7.5. Let us know what you guys are thinking at home, as per usual. Mason Greenwood, Adam.
Yeah, you know what? It just went unnoticed, didn't it? Simply because of what players like Martial, Pogba, Bruno, Matic were all doing. For me, again, he didn't really do much in terms of attacking. He had some good moments, held the ball up well. But if I'm going to give Rashford a 7, then I'd probably have to give Greenwood a 6. I think that was probably fair. He didn't really do much, didn't threaten the goal enough. I think scuffed one in the first half. Hit one over the bar in the second, but his link-up play and his covering at the back was very good as well today. So he did his defensive work well as well. So I'll give him a 6.
Yeah, I think with Mason, we just need to see him start a run of games, get some confidence, and if he can get that first goal after this lockdown period where we've come back to football, I think he can kick on. I would just like to see Solskjaer stick with him for a bit. Give him 4 or 5 games. Well, there's only 7 games left in the Premier League. Let him start 6. See what happens. Sai, do you agree with the 6?
Yeah, I think he needs to adapt to a full game fixture. I still think he's in that motion of 10 minutes here and there. I think if he can gather himself and be a 90-minute player, then I think he'd be quality. I think he started off brightly. I thought, he was getting into positions brightly, and then he kind of fades. I think he does that a lot. I think he fades into the game and he almost comes out alive, explosiveness, and then scores 2-3 goals. So yeah, I'll agree with a 6 on that one. I'll give him that one.
Okay, and now to the main man, Mr. Martial side. 5.
10.
8. Oh, 10.
10, yeah. Can you count, Flex?
Hey, you're in the middle third and you only had one.
Yeah, I'm in the middle third. Yeah, I should have just done a 10. I should have said 10. I can speak, But yeah, 10 for me. 10, unbelievable. The last time I gave 10, it was a bit of a crazy one, but now no.
Wait, hold on, stop. Who was it again? Was it Harry Maguire?
McTominay.
That was me. No, I did the Maguire one.
Yeah, you did Maguire one. That was McTominay against Norwich.
I'm sorry, when you're giving out a 10, this is the situation where 10s apply. 10, yeah. Other than that, people should be getting 9s.
I can't say anything more. I can't say no more. 10 performance, hat-trick. First hat-trick since Van Persie, which I think is a bit disgraceful for Man United's quality. But 10, hat-trick, superb performance. The link-up play was brilliant. Was everywhere today. Could have had more. Could have had 4 goals today. So, yeah, man, a faultless performance. So 10 for me.
Adam?
Yeah, man of the match, 10 without doubt today. He was just, you know what? He probably wasn't involved in the game as much as any of the others that we just spoke about. But we've got a number 9 playing like a number 9. I said it in my fan cam. The positions he was in. You know what I mean? I know what I mentioned it in my fan cam. I'm going to shout out Ricky and Saeed on this one again. I did it in my fan cam, but you said it on Sunday. Move Martial back out to the left.
I didn't say anything. What did I say?
Back out to the left. And
what
happens next game? You was going to take Martial's hat-trick away, Saeed. You should be ashamed of yourself.
You actually was going to do that. You wanted to put him on the left. That's just and I literally said that. I was like, that can't happen. Martial needs confidence. You need to play him again. Rashford needs to start again, and Greenwood needs to come in.
Yeah.
No,
someone's got to be right. Yeah. Someone's got to be right, innit? I'll let you have this one.
Said it. Saeed said it though, mate. Their first hat-trick since Ferguson. I mean, the United, that's bad. I said it in my fan cam. This is what every home game should be like. If we've got this team, then this is what every home game should be like. We've got a Cole and York situation going on up front there. So for me, yes, Martial today, all the goals I think were just about inside or within 8 yards anyway, weren't they? All of them. Where I want to see my striker on the end of crosses and deadly on a one-on-one situation and cool, calm. He was lethal. The word I would use today was lethal, Martial. That's the word I would describe him. Absolutely unplayable.
A solid 10 for Martial. I don't think anyone could disagree with that in the comments. Let us know if you disagree with anything in the comments. We'll quickly do the substitutes. I mean, the substitutes, all fives?
Five.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. There was 5 of them as well. But all fives for them. And then on to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer now. Saeed, what rating are you giving him?
I love how you come to me first. You know what I mean? No agenda with Ole. I'll give Ole an 8 today. Simply by saying that he put the right team out and he put Matic in there. He gave the kind of a balance in that squad that we needed. He took out Dan James. You know what I mean? Could have easily just played him again, but didn't. Fought the balance. Mason Greenwood offered something different. You know what I mean? And gave Wan-Bissaka an outlet on the right hand side. So yeah, can't complain today. You know what I mean? Put the right team out there, and we got the job done. You know what I mean? With a right attitude. Everyone came out the blocks. They looked hungry. They looked determined. So may it continue. May it continue.
Adam, you happy with an 8, or would you go higher?
No, I think 8 because the players did the best for him, didn't they? The players were outstanding today, and you know what? He could have easily gone softy approach. I mean, we've seen all the pictures of him with Scott McTominay and his new deal. Scott could have easily played today, but he didn't. He was ruthless, and he played the team that we all been shouting out for. That's United's strongest team. That is our strongest team. He's played it. He's put Sheffield United to bed within minutes, and that's what this team would do. You know what I mean? I can see, because like I said, that would have been, I think, Fred's 24th start in a row. He dropped him. You know what I mean? He dropped him. He's played the better players in the right positions. I could probably see Scott and Fred starting on against Norwich on Saturday, but
it's fine.
You know what? Yeah. I'd give him an 8, like Said said. No issue with that at all. Can't really fault it. Put the right team out, and they did the business. Simple game.
Brilliant stuff. That was one of the easier player ratings. Everyone playing exceptionally well. Defensive, not much to do. Don't have to mention David De Gea. I'll tell you, if we can get a bit more of this after each game, I've got a lot of energy for that. Guys, I'm not going to see you until we play Norwich. Saeed, give me your prediction for the Norwich game.
I think it'll be easy. I think another 4-0 for me. Yeah, let's get another 4-0.
Okay.
Yeah.
Adam?
Yeah, I'm thinking similar, mate. I think there'll be changes, but Norwich are down and beat, aren't they? I don't see them causing a threat. 4-5-1, something like that. Yeah, I just see it being a bit of a goal bonanza, to be honest.
I think another 3-0. I think another 3. Actually, I'll say 3-1 because I just feel he'll make quite a few changes.
You got too many mates in that Norwich team, you Flex.
I know, mate. Come on, mate.
No, I spoke to Jamal. I said, listen, I'm sorry what's going on at the minute, but we're coming to town on Saturday, bro. So it's peak. You know, I already spoke to Todd about playing against Wan-Bissaka. He knows what it's about. It is what it is, isn't it? I feel sorry for him because I like those guys, but at the end of the day, football's football, isn't it? So let us know what you guys think about the players' ratings. Drop your views in the comments in the boxes below, as per usual. I don't think there's anything outrageous in here this week. I don't think there's anything really too big to disagree on because we played that well and got the job done. So
7.5.
We will see you guys after the Norwich game on Saturday evening. We are out of here. Peace.